Welcome back. Episode 35 of Rumors from the Korner. Today is Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Good to be back. Jimbo, my friend, how are you?
4 in 2020.
You doing all right?
I'm good, man. February's just slipping by. It's almost March. Couple more weeks, we'll be getting
You
into
like that lesson I just gave you and with a score?
I do. I like that.
Okay.
I've always heard that. 4 in 7 years. I never knew what the score was. I was always looking for the scoreboard.
It's 87 years. That's what it is.
You learn something every day. Thank you,
A
Claybird.
little life lesson.
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, man. I went did a little business trip down to see a friend down south for the weekend. Got a little, if you could tell, maybe I got a little color. Got a little color in me. You know
I
what
thought you
I'm
went to
saying?
the tanning bed.
No, come on, man. I ain't doing that. Maybe a little liquid. No.
You had some good horse racing, good golf, a lot of basketball this weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, except for one game in particular wasn't too good. But
Which one?
well, the Kentucky game.
Oh.
But it is what it is.
I don't know if this is true or not.
Oh,
but
here we go.
It seems like
Here we go.
how many games, football and basketball, have you won on a Saturday in probably since October?
You don't think our Saturday records are too good?
I don't think so. I don't. I'm
You
just,
might be right. I mean, come to think about it,
I think you are more of a weekday team.
you might be right. We're definitely not weekend warriors.
All right, let's jump in. Give them what they want. Let's start with a little Kentucky high school basketball. The regular season is over, and it's districts time.
Time to get busy.
St. X still number 1 in the state, 26-2,
Oh, and I was still drinking Fiji, by the way.
undefeated. That's good. That's good to know. When you're drinking the city water,
Yeah.
it makes me a little nervous.
No, me too.
St. X ended the season beating North Oldham 64-58.
This is St. X basketball this year, and this is Trinity basketball this year.
We'll see. I mean, there's a good shot they might
I
be
know.
playing. So
Hey, I'm hoping so.
St. X squeaked that North Oldham game. They were down literally the whole game till about 4 minutes to go. Their freshman Josh Lindsay, their super sub, he is out with a hip injury.
How long's he out for? Do we know?
I don't think he's going to play in
The districts.
or regionals.
Oh,
I think
really?
He could be done. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that a big hit or?
Obviously he's a good player. He got minutes. I don't think he was like the star of the team or any of that. But yeah,
He was just a show of the team.
he can jump
Yeah.
and he can shoot.
Yep.
So he's going to be missed, but
Still undefeated in the state, though. That's pretty impressive. Man.
yeah, they got probably going to have Mail on Thursday night in the district championship, which isn't the easiest district to play in.
Not at all. Hey, let me ask you this.
All right.
Would you want St. X to maybe take an L in the district and get it out of the way since they've been on such a long streak, or do you just want to ride the sucker out?
Just roll.
Okay,
That's
what I'd want to do too.
Mail's pretty good. Obviously, they got Elon. He's awesome. I think some of the younger guys might be a little injured, which they were bringing the team together when Elon was hurt earlier in the year. So
It's that time of year, man. You know, a lot of these teams are banged up, fighting through it.
Trinity's got they play Seneca tonight, and they will play the winner of Wagner and Atherton on Thursday night. Looks like.
And Trinity should win both of those games.
I agree,
but they need to come to play because Atherton could sneak up on them, perhaps. You never know.
They only beat Atherton by 1 earlier in the year.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they should win it. I think they need to get a little momentum going, but yeah, they need to bring it.
Let's see. Manual is also ranked 10th in the state, and Butler is 15th in the state. Butler's the favorite to come out of the 6th. tell you a region we need to keep our eye on is the 11th region out of Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
They got 3 out of the top 5 teams in the state.
In the same region?
Yeah, they got number 2, Great Crossing, number 3, Frederick Douglass, and number 5, Bryan Station. So that's going to be, Great Crossing's got a hell of a team. But
yeah.
That's not going to be easy to get out of that region.
Hell no.
So the next couple of weeks, that's something we got to keep our eye on.
Yeah, you got to get banged up through that. I mean, they're going to be a tournament. Whoever comes out, that's going to be tournament ready. That's for sure.
Yeah. We got to note this. I mean, St. X won swimming again.
They did, absolutely.
So,
I sent you the congratulations the next morning.
Appreciate that.
I mean, that's, say what you will. I mean, that's still a big feat.
Their 200th state championship.
Yeah. That's
know who's number 2 in state championships behind swimming?
Oh, yes, tennis.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
42?
I don't know about that.
I think it might be 42. What if I just threw some
I don't think it's 42.
I bet you it's between 40 and 45.
You might be right.
Maybe a bit of haircut on that? Or?
No. I should know what it is, but I don't. So,
Look
all right,
though.
Let's move on.
Okay.
What we moving NCAA basketball?
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about your Cats.
No, let's talk about the Cards. We always talk about the Cats first.
Well, you all are ranked higher. Is
that what this is? That what it is?
Okay. I mean,
well, then I like that. Well,
next week we might be talking about.
Keep
the
preaching
first.
preaching on, brother. Put us up there first.
Number 17 ranked Kentucky Wildcats, 18-9 now, 7-7 in the conference. That's good for 9th place. They've beat Vandy this week, 82-61. Lost to Bama, 96-83. Anything to come out of those 2 games you can think of?
Man, we played really well against Vandy, and we needed that game bad. Obviously, the loss to Bama stunk. Our boy Owe had his worst game of the year. He's supposed. No way, yeah. Owe had his worst game.
I give him shit, but he's pretty damn good.
1 point, fouled out, and then you're down 2 of your best players on the road to Bama. The refs did us no favors. Obviously I'm not going to blame it on the refs, but it was colossal things. I thought we fought hard. But man, we're getting down to it, dude. We only got a few games left. We're teetering on that Wednesday. Could you imagine? We could possibly be looking at a 3 or 4 seed in the NCAA tournament.
You're a 3 seed right now with 9 losses.
And we could possibly, obviously, if we were to lose again, it would probably drop to a 4. But imagine this. We're looking at about a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. We'd be like the 9th seed playing on a Wednesday in the SEC tournament. That's going to be crazy. And obviously, there's going to be some ranked teams playing on that Wednesday.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know this or not. This could be the biggest cluster of all time.
Okay.
A few years back, the SEC decided, because they never drew any crowd on Wednesday nights for the tournament, they made it general admission. First come, first serve.
Where is it this year?
Nashville. Could you imagine?
Oh, God.
What time would people be lining up to get in the gates?
Especially, I think
they'll be out there on a Tuesday night.
I think the 9 seed plays like the early.
It'd be the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be the first game.
Oh, man.
And then think about this. So you got all these blue hairs. They bought the books. For the whole week. They don't give a shit. They get them at cost. They show up. They're like, you're in my seat. No, ma'am, not to. Well, it says right here. You talk about an usher's nightmare. I
really haven't thought about that.
That's on the table. That is on the table.
7-7 in the SEC is the second worst record through 14 SEC games ever. If you were to make the tournament.
Well, this is, like I said, we've talked about this, man. This is just a special year. It's just stockpile loaded.
The worst SEC record in a season where UK made the tournament was 10-8.
10-8.
That's happened twice. 86-87 and the 17-18 season. I will say this, UK is single-handedly, literally keeping the bubble afloat.
Yes.
If you think about it.
Well, they got a big game Wednesday. I mean, that game.
Oh, it's huge.
Because Oklahoma's on the bubble right now. They've
Yep.
got a couple nice wins. So, I mean, there's a lot of people are going to be watching that ball game, on the outside looking in, because if Oklahoma were to win, then they're probably in.
They'd be moving up.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But if we win, then more than likely they're going to probably be out.
You all are single-handedly keeping Vandy, Ohio State, Georgia, Arkansas, and Texas on the NCAA bubble right now.
We got to keep everybody involved, Clay. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to just. That's not good for the basketball.
All right. Obviously, Bama made the Final Four last year. Who was the last team before Bama to make the Final Four?
From the SEC?
From the SEC.
I want to say Auburn.
Yep. You know what year?
Boom!
Bruce Pearl.
I'm going to say 2021.
2019.
Damn! Hey, I got part of it right. That's pretty
did.
Good.
You did.
That was pretty good.
All right, let's move on to our on fire Louisville Cardinals, 19th in the country now.
Scorching.
I think they've won 15 out of 16. 21-6, 14-2 in the conference. Only had one game last week. They beat up on Florida State, 89-81. That was a little bit closer than we wanted it to be.
Didn't cover, did they?
No, they didn't.
First time in a long time.
Thank
God.
We had a little sickness going through the team.
Oh, is that what it was?
So yeah, Rain Smith was sick.
So
but
they
got
got tired then toward the end.
I don't go out on a limb very often, but
I hope you don't.
I think Chucky.
I don't want you falling.
I think Chucky Hepburn is an All-American. I don't see. I can't see three other point guards better than he is.
Well, I mean,
it's just me.
Statistically, no. He's right there. He's led this team to prominence. I mean, he's the engine that makes this car run, right?
He is.
So no, I agree with you.
Shit, he made 17 free throws the other night. He had 5 steals in that game. I mean,
he's really
27, 28 points.
He really good.
He
can play for me any day.
Yeah.
Is he a pro?
I used to think he wasn't, but I don't know, man. He's
maybe get picked up later.
He's hitting a lot of threes. Oh, he won't get drafted.
He won't. How big of a guy is he?
I think
6'2".
He kind of reminds me of Fletch. He could be 5'9". With the afro, he's 6'2".
Sure.
So if he cut his hair off, he could be a little bit taller than me.
The jury's still out.
For all you know. All right, Louisville, 9:00 Tuesday tonight at Virginia Tech.
You worried about that one at all?
I'm really not. Virginia Tech, I think they scored 40 points against Boston College the other night, so we should be okay. 6:00 Saturday. We got Pittsburgh coming to town. They're pretty beat up. So
yeah, they're not playing worth a crap.
No, they've lost 3 out of their last.
Let me ask you this:
won 3 out of their last 12 games.
Let me ask you this: Are you a little bit concerned at all that you guys haven't really been battle tested here of late? I mean, I know you were battle tested early, but of late you've just been mauling over teams. Are you nervous, like maybe when they get into the tournament?
No.
No.
It is what it is. Like,
well, I'm just thinking
all our chips are in the middle, in the sense that I think we're pretty damn good.
Oh, I do too.
I think we're really good.
No, I really do. I'm just thinking. I just worry. And you do have an advantage having Chucky out there leading it. Having a senior guard.
Sure.
But sometimes you might be concerned about, a lot of these guys it might be their first time in the tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing is our team, everyone's played in the tournament.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah, most of them came from.
Yeah, they all came from winning programs, winning teams. So this is nothing new to them.
All right.
I'm not concerned at all. You know, if we lose, we lose. But I'm honestly not too scared to play against many teams.
Anybody. What are you projected right now? About a 5 seed?
6 seed. I think if we can win and get to the maybe
Finals.
semis. If we get to the semis, we'll be lose to Clemson. We'd be a 6. I don't think we'll lose to Clemson if we play them again. But Duke, I think our ceiling's maybe a 4.
4, yeah.
But we have to win out the rest of the year.
Which is doable.
But I see us being,
I like
5
to see
or
him.
6.
I like to see him against Duke. The way they're playing now.
We're just such a total different team than what we were 3 months ago.
I know.
That's
what I'm saying.
We played them the first game of the ACC this year, so
yeah,
it was I think we played them before we played you all.
You did, yeah.
So. Also, UK, they play. Forgot to mention Wednesday they're at Oklahoma, and then Saturday at home at 1:00 against Auburn.
Yes, sir.
That's a big one.
Hey, we might have Butler back for that game.
That number 10 for Auburn. Runs his mouth a lot.
Yep.
You know what his name is? I don't.
Chad Bicker-Mazzara.
Yeah.
Chad Bicker-Mazzara.
That guy's like 25 years old, out here talking shit to all these 17 and 18-year-olds. I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody, this guy is gonna get them beat.
Are you calling it now?
I'm calling it now. That guy, he needs to shut his mouth and play.
Oh,
he's about as old as. I mean, it's insane.
I'll tell you this right now. I will tell you this right now. If something were to happen, and we could get U of L paired up against Auburn in the tournament, I'll buy us tickets and I'll get us down close, so you can heckle that guy the whole game.
Oh, that's not really my style.
I know, but I can make it your style. I can get you where you won't give a shit. And you will give him all kinds of shit.
If we played them, that'd either be in the Sweet 16 or hopefully not the second round. That means we lost to Cal or Stanford or one of these Pac-10 teams. All right, quick fast fact here.
Give us one.
U of L and UK are tied for the most winning records since 1944-45 in the country. 75 times we've had winning records. We're tied for first, so
that's pretty awesome.
yeah,
hey,
something we can both
I like
hang
that,
our
man.
hat on.
I like that. We can all get along.
All right, super recruit Nate Ament cut his list of 5. U of L and UK are on it. What do you think? You know anything about it?
I mean, my sources, aka Bro Dog, have told me Ament to Kentucky. What are you hearing?
I've not heard Kentucky once. I'm thinking it's between Duke and Louisville. You got to give the edge to Duke just because they're Duke. They got the Boozer twins coming in. I don't know if that's gonna mess with his minutes next year, but
hey, can I tell you one good thing though?
yeah.
When he went on his recruiting trip to Tennessee, that's when Kentucky played him at Tennessee and beat him. And then he went on his recruiting trip to Kentucky when they played Tennessee, so he got to watch him beat Tennessee twice.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Tennessee is on the list.
Yeah.
I think you can scratch them out. But we'll see. That's probably going to be in the next couple of weeks.
He keeps pushing it back.
Yeah. He just, it's all about the money.
Waiting on that money.
He might not be his agents pushing it back.
Yes.
All right. Bellarmine Knights.
Swords up, man.
Well, they came to play last week. Whooped up on Austin P 94-68. Then EKU came to town. EKU, they were up for maybe a possible 1 seed in the conference, and
They were favored up by 8 over them.
beat them 80-74. So,
best 2-game stretch we had all year. Winning streak.
well, yeah,
The only.
yeah,
Almost made it 3.
almost.
Oh, man.
They lost at Stetson last night by 2. This is a season to forget, but hopefully they finish strong. They got somebody tomorrow, maybe Florida Gulf Coast.
Hey, the way I see it, like you said, we'll chalk this season up, put it behind us. But a lot of these younger kids, man,
All the freshmen
got a lot of valuable minutes this
Yep.
year. I mean, a lot of valuable minutes. Hey, and you could see the maturization throughout the year too, man. It was fun to watch.
Knowing Scotty, that they're not going to have another season like they did they did this
No,
year.
they won't.
They'll get some.
They won't.
They'll get some decent portal guys. They won't get hit at the last second.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's talk about golf.
Little golf.
Did you watch
Man,
that in that
I did.
Mexico Open?
Yeah, that was a pretty good golf tournament. That young man, Mr. Campbell, he wouldn't go away, would he?
No, Brian Campbell got his first win in Mexico. He tried to give it away. His tee shot, he shanked it so bad. It
Hit a tree, didn't
hit
he?
a tree, came right out.
Did you see what they did after the tournament?
Yeah.
Him and his caddy went out there and
Toasted beers.
toasted. Yeah. I like it.
He was the least bet golfer in the tournament on MGM Bet, 225 to 1 out of 132 players.
Yeah, man.
Anything could happen.
I bet you they weren't paying out too many tickets there, were they?
No. The University of Illinois is the home of Campbell and Thomas Dietrich, who won the Phoenix tournament.
Wow.
So it's been a big couple
Illinois
weeks
got the double there.
for Illinois golf. I don't
Wow.
know who would want to go.
I don't even know if I can name another golfer from Illinois. Can you?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you go to Illinois to play golf?
Too damn cold.
They must not have been any good. I guarantee that Dietrich didn't visit Illinois before he showed up there.
No, hell no.
They probably told him it was warm. And
Oh, yeah.
this week they are at the PGA National Resort in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The Cognizant Classic. Who you like this week?
You know what?
Back in Florida.
I'll tell you
They
what.
got the
I'll tell
Florida
you what.
swing.
I talked about this guy a couple weeks ago, and he continues to sneak around the leaderboard. He likes this Florida circuit. I'm taking Daniel Berger this week at 28 to 1. And for a long shot, I'm taking Ricky Fowler at 50 to 1.
Wow.
Who you like?
I like Sepp Straka, 25
Straka!
to 1. And Denny McCarthy, he played decent last week and then he kind of died the last day, but he's 35 to 1.
It's not a pack filled with star power kind of.
No.
So you can get some decent odds. Then again, it makes it a little bit harder to pick.
Sure. Masters is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
You got Scotty at 3.5 to 1, Rory 7.5 to 1.
Get it out.
Xander's 10 to 1, Rahm's 11 to 1.
Starting to sound like Denny Crum over here.
Oberg 16 to 1. You got Bryson and Morikawa at 18 to 1. Koepka and Hideki 22 to 1, and JT 25 to 1. Got some big numbers.
Yeah.
I like that Oberg 16 to 1 right now.
Yeah, I would too. I would like him at 16 to 1. JT at 25 to 1. I kind of like that, but who knows?
If you had to right now, if you had to fade one of those guys, who would you fade?
Rory.
You think?
Yep.
7.5 to 1.
What about you?
I would probably pick Koepka.
Koepka?
Yep. 22 to 1.
Good value.
He's too busy counting his money.
Ain't that right?
All right, we're on the Derby Trail. We had a couple big races last week.
Shit, you had a big week, buddy. Didn't you give out? You gave out the exacta.
Gave out the exacta
What?
last week.
How much did that thing
if
pay?
You all listened.
How much did that thing pay?
$2 exacta paid $2.27. So
just for tuning in, you could have got that for free.
Pays to listen.
Wow.
Coal Battle won the Rebel. Matticat Road finished second, and Sandman finished third. I know you like Sandman.
Yeah, I like the Sandman there. He ran all
right. We also ran the John Battaglia at Turfway.
Both the horses we liked in that race got scratched.
Yep. California Burrito was your winner.
Did you hear the call of that race? How he called it?
didn't.
He'd say, and California Burrito. He wouldn't just say California Burrito. He'd be like, and here comes California Buddy Toe. It was hilarious.
We got 3 Derby preps this week. We got the Gotham at Aqueduct. A little chalky for me. I like the favorite this week, Sand Devil. Undefeated, 3 out of 3. Linda Rice with Jose Lascano on the mount.
Yeah, that one will be tough to beat. I'm going to try to beat it with kind of a longer shot here. That Pagode, P-A-G-O-D-E for you folks at home. But anyhow, it's got my boy Juan Machado on it. Up and coming rider, folks. This kid,
he's up in New York.
Yes. Huh. If he's going up there to ride, there's a reason. Trust me on that. So don't leave him out. I also like McAfee in that race.
Cox uses Machado, doesn't he?
Every now and then, occasionally. He's really starting to get good, though.
Down at Gulfstream this week, we've got the Fountain of Youth. I'm going to go with the undefeated River Thames. Todd Pletcher, Johnny V, riding. You like anybody in that race?
I love that horse.
You do?
Yeah. If you put a gun to my head right now and said, who do you think will win the Derby? That's who I would pick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
I just came up with that.
Okay.
Because people have been asking me, and this is the first you're hearing of it. So I did a little diving in. You know, a lot of things could change, but as of right now, but I really like that horse. I think he's going to win pretty easily in that Fountain of Youth. And I look for that McKellen maybe to come underneath. You like anybody underneath of it?
Not really.
Nope. Yeah.
Not really. Then we got the San Felipe at Santa Anita. Hopefully.
Got the big boy in there.
Who's that?
Barnes.
Barnes is going to get beat.
You think so?
Yeah. I like journalism.
Oh,
Mike
baby.
McCarthy.
Oh,
Umberto Rispoli.
Hey, I could see that for sure happening. I heard word McCarthy has a few horses down there, 2-year-old or 3-year-olds that he likes. So I definitely had him, and I'm using him with Barnes as well. What did they pay for Barnes? Like $5 million or something crazy insane. Like that. But yeah, Barnes is a Baffert horse. But yeah, I'm with you. I like that journalism, and I'm going to use him with Barnes.
I don't know if you all paid attention Rebel Day at Oaklawn, but in the 5th race, Baffert had a horse with Irad on him. Korner Capian, I think's the name of him. Keep your eye on that horse because his next race is going to be a big race.
Did you put him in your stable?
No, because I don't put Baffert horses in my stable.
Really?
I try to.
Oh,
I always try to beat Baffert horses.
You hearing this, folks?
That's just how I am.
He's just why? Because you just don't like him?
No, he always wins. It's hard to get a good price.
So
he's a bully in the sense of that.
Okay, so you just don't. You don't worry about them because you know they're going to be short prices anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going with journalism in that race.
Let's do it to it.
Anything else you got for us
this
week?
Hey, I've got one good recommendation for you on the plane. I watched a documentary. It's on HBO Max called We Beat the Dream Team. So it's about in 92 when the first time they let the pros play, there's always been that rumor that the young college kids, the select team.
Hurley, Mashburn, Weber, Grant Hill. Who's the center?
Don't forget about your boy from Tennessee.
Chris Lofton?
No.
Allen Houston? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Allen Houston. The big guy in the center. North Carolina. Flat top.
JRE?
Montrose.
Oh, Eric
Big,
Montrose.
Yeah. Who else was on that team?
I remember hearing that story.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's great, dude. The documentary is great. Hey, and then, so who the head coach was Chuck Daly, right? Pistons head coach. So Mike Krzyzewski gets on there, and, he's like, well, let me tell you this. I don't necessarily think Chuck wanted them to win that game anyway. I think he kind of threw the game. Hey, Grant Hill calls him out on it too. He's like, You're wrong, Coach. I'm just telling you, you're wrong. I mean, it's good. You like it a lot. Check it out.
I think Chris Webber.
Oh, Weber was on that team too.
Larry Bird's like, I better retire.
Yeah, they
if
said
this
he was a
guy's
man.
coming in the league.
But then what's really funny is they came back and played him again the next day.
Beat down.
It was. They said, you know who else was on that team was the guy from Wake Forest.
Rodney Rogers?
Yeah, Rodney Rogers. And they said Rodney was.
He was awesome.
He said he was telling Bird, he said, your back's too bad. Oh, man, you can't. So they said the next day, all Magic Johnson did was throw it to Larry. And they said for the first 5 minutes of the game, Larry called whatever he wanted to do. He'd say, one off the back, and, he'd say nothing but net, and, much respect. But, yeah,
Ballers.
Great show, man.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Get out there, watch some basketball, watch some horses and golf. We will catch up with you all next week.
I just got to thinking about something, too.
Okay.
Maybe next week or the week before, right before spring, right before the opening game, we're gonna try to get Richie on.
Okay.
Give us Mr. Cleese, give us his predictions for.
I thought you were talking about Richie Farmer.
No,
I was like, damn.
No, Uncle Richie.
Okay.
Richie. All right, gang.
Have a great week.
Till next time.